Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Divine Truth Tarot. I am Sarah, and I've started to pull a few cards just for the sake of time today. I'm in a little bit of a time crunch, but I did want to do another reading because we have a lot of energies going on in the collective right now. And raise your hand if you're feeling these energies. Raise your hand in the comment section below, because I am currently feeling so much energy in my heart space. Heart flutters, heart palpitation, heart chakra activation and expansion, as well as in my solar plexus and sacral chakra area. Sacral chakra is the center of creativity and sensuality, and the solar plexus is the chakra of our personal activated power. We are really starting to shift into the energies of January. And I want to say what an enlightening experience this is going to be, because the energies of November and December were very heavy for most of us. And you know, you had to add on the holidays to all of that. And for many people who are in their, let's say 30s, 40s and beyond, not maybe so much people in their 20s, but those of us, Generation Xers and beyond, the holidays can be really challenging because many of us have faced some sort of loss already in our lives. We may connect it to the holidays, you know, a breakup, the death of a loved one, somebody moving away, you know, empty nest syndrome and things like that can really come up around the holidays. Or if you're single, feeling like you're not enough. And I felt like that was really interesting because I pulled the card from the How to Love Yourself deck by Louise Hay. As you guys know, this is part of what I do. I pull this for every single reading because self-love is the most important thing. It's what I work on with clients. It's what I've been teaching for the past 6 years. I am good enough. I mean, that's a complete sentence. I just want to say that because I can hear somebody out there saying, but, and. It's a complete sentence. I am good enough. It's a mantra. It's an affirmation that you can have on your refrigerator, in your car, in your bathroom, and wherever. And this is letting you know that regardless of what's going on externally, regardless of the money in the bank, regardless of the car that you drive, the clothes that you're wearing, the makeup you have on your face, the toys that you have, you know, boats, cars, trucks, things like that, whatever it might be, the job that you have, the title you have, how many kids you have, if you don't have children, if you're married, if you're not married, none of those things matter because in the spiritual realm, you are already good enough, okay? And on the back of the card we have, there is no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. There's no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. I am really in the feels today. I am a dominant masculine energy. So when the feminine energies come out in me, it's really intense. And so I'm emotional today. So if you guys are feeling the emotions, let me know in the comment section below. And if you'd like to work with me for one-on-one individualized coaching, healing, or a tarot card reading, please reach out to me at the email below. I offer Reiki energy healing. I can do that distance-wise. And I also offer tarot card readings and coaching. So if you guys followed my old channel, Sarah Speaks, which is no longer viewable on here, but I had that channel for 2.5 years, you'll know that I offer coaching to help bring you into your personal power. And I'm incorporating Reiki energy healing into that as well. So let's get started on the reading. So I started with my newest deck, the Quantum Oracle, which I'm pretty much in love with, if you can be in love with a tarot card deck. And I've been playing with them quite a lot. The way that I learn my tarot decks is there's several different modalities for me to learn, but one of the ways is just touching the cards, feeling the cards, seeing the cards, doing readings for myself, doing readings for friends, of course, reading through the book, and also just really studying the cards and seeing what energy they bring out, because each reader is going to bring out something different. And that's the beauty. That's why we can have so many incredible, amazing, magical readers on here on YouTube and beyond, is because we all have our own unique interpretations. So those of you who resonate with me may resonate with other readers that I enjoy, but you might not resonate with other readers. Or some of you know, some people may not resonate with me. Totally fine. There's amazing readers out there. In fact, I'm happy to refer somebody to an amazing reader. If I'm not your cup of tea, no big deal. So let's get started on the reading. So I was asking about the masculine and the feminine heart space and what's going on, you know, what's going on for the journey that the two of them are on together. And what I'm seeing here very clearly, very interesting actually, is for the masculine, there's a lot of planning and action taking place. I pulled a card in my private Instagram group that came up last night, and it was the masculines. It was the Jesus card from one of the divine decks. And what it was speaking of, the masculines are in this place of starting to ascend. So they're starting to go through the process of ascension, and they're changing drastically and dramatically. And so what I'm seeing here is this planning and action. So this is an energy card. So they are in the energy. This doesn't mean it's happening in the physical space yet. So if you're not seeing in the physical space, don't yell at me in the comment section below, because the masculines are kind of at a standstill physically, collectively. I think everyone I know at this time is in separation of some sort from their masculine, whether it's physically, they're not speaking to them, all of the above. But the masculines are in this energy of wanting to take action. They're wanting to shift and change their life, but they are experiencing tower moments, and a lot of them are trying to avoid these tower moments. What does that mean for the collective? What does that mean for the feminines? That means that as the masculines are trying to avoid these tower moments and they're in this energy of planning and action, that means that they are likely seeing a decrease. So throat chakra, actually, wow. The masculines are having trouble speaking. Excuse me, guys. The masculines are not speaking right now. They're not speaking their truth. In fact, I just heard they're suppressing their truth. So even though they're planning and taking action behind the scenes, they may be journaling about it. They may even be talking to a therapist. They may actually be getting readings, guys. Your masculines are more awakened and more aware than you realize. But a lot of them are stuck, or what they perceive to be stuck in karmic situations. Now, a karmic situation doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, although it can be a marriage or partnership. It could also be they're the father of the children. It could be the mother. It could be their mother, or maybe spouse's mother. It could be a job. It could be money. It could be like personal, physical possessions that they're kind of hoarding that are important to them. It could also be addiction. So they're in this energy of planning and action, but at the same time, guys, the cycle that they're going through is a decrease. So a lot of the masculines, they may be going through, in addition to having trouble speaking their truth, in fact, they're suppressing their truth right now altogether. That's what the masters just told me. But they're also seeing a decrease in finances. They're seeing a decrease in physical energy. Usually this card relates to money, but I'm also hearing there's a decrease in physical energy and vitality, because anytime, let me just make this really clear to everyone watching. When you have a calling, when you have a soul calling, and it's been activated upon meeting your twin flame, and I just got a burp. And Liz from Guided by Angels always gets burpy energy. She calls it burpy energy when she's talking about the masculine. So Liz, if you're watching this, a shout out to you. If you haven't followed her, guys, follow her. She's an amazing reader. But I'm getting the burpy energy as well. And I'm getting that just really deeply affected throat chakra for the masculine. So send them love. And if they're not talking to you, you know why. So you know what's going on. But the masculines, when you're not living in your truth, you are not going to do well. Your life force energy is not going to be where it needs to be. You're going to be sick, more than normal. You're gonna be, struck with illness. You're going to, have tower moments come crashing down. It's gonna be really challenging to stay where you are. And the masculines are currently in this it's kind of like a pause is what I'm hearing. This decrease is a pause, and they're trying to wash themselves clean of the sins of the past. I just heard that. So I know that's a biblical reference, and I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. So I can't really say more on that because I don't have the education, but I do know that they're washing themselves clean currently at this time. They're planning on taking action to you, but guys, this is an energy. It's more like consciousness. They're not going to take physical action at this time. It is simply not the right time collectively for most of the masculines, or for the masculines that I'm tuning into for my readings. So I asked what was in the heart space of the masculine, and I got the sacred temple. So before I go into the book here, what I'm seeing here for the sacred temple, this is the card of spirit. So the masculines, in this space of planning and action, pause and reset, if you will. They're not really speaking their truth. They're kind of shoving it down, but Spirit is coming in really strong right now and saying, like, I'm seeing this in their dreams also in the 4D, and Spirit is coming in and saying, hey, you can't suppress these feelings because you're making yourself sick. And you can only suppress these feelings for so long before everything is going to come crashing down. Because the truth of the matter is, this is your divine counterpart, this is your divine path, and the longer you suppress it, the more I'm hearing in your face. So Spirit is really in the face of the masculine right now, trying to awaken them. Your masculine is moving through anger, as other readers have said. Your masculine is moving through a lot of fear and frustration. And I also feel like a lot of the masculines might be blaming the feminine right now, because before you came into their life, things were just hunky-dory. They were able to suppress these feelings. They knew that a great love existed out there. They felt it, but they were able to suppress it and push it away because they hadn't yet seen the physical manifestation of that until you came into their life, until you physically manifested in their life. And they said, wow. First of all, they realized how powerful they are when they were able to manifest you in the physical form. And secondly, it scares the shit out of them, okay? And I know this because my masculine has told me he's scared of me probably 25 times in the past 8 months. So they're scared of us and they don't know what to do with us. We are untamable. We are the wild women. We're divine feminines. We don't take crumbs, and we do put our foot down, and we do have healthy boundaries. We love ourselves. We respect ourselves. We're healers, and we're extremely powerful. And don't think that they don't know this, because they do. They want you more than anything, but at the same time, it scares them. So Spirit is currently working with them to really wake them up. And Spirit is saying, step into my temple, step into the doorway, and I will heal you. But a lot of the masculines are in resistance. They're just simply in resistance. So I want to get a little bit more. This card unveils your ultimate place of power and inspiration. The sacred temple is the seat of your soul. So the masculines are really, wow, they're really being opened up to the essence of who they really are. They're really, the ascended masters are with them. Archangel Michael, as I spoke with the other day, their higher selves are really starting to speak with them. They're having dreams, guys. I'm definitely seeing this in this. They're having dreams in the 4D. They're connecting with you. They may be connecting to past lives that they've had with you, for instance, you know, ancient past lives. So that's where the heart space of the masculine is. And I'm just gonna, this yesterday. That's actually, I'm going to shuffle these cards a little bit more. So what else is going on in the masculine's heart space? Okay. They're wanting you to be flexible with them. They're wanting you to have patience. I do believe this came out the other day as well. They're asking for patience and flexibility right now, guys. Don't be so rigid in the way that you think. Know that they're planning and, you know, wanting to take action behind the scenes, but they are currently in this energy or in this space, in this cycle where things feel, it's like they're on a decrease. So if there's an ebb and a flow of life, they feel like they're in the ebb stage, you know, like things aren't really flowing that easily for them. They're washing themselves of the sins of the past, and they're really sitting at the seat of their own soul. They're looking back on their life. They're looking back on the action they've taken, on the choices they've made, on the life that they've created, and they're really, really starting to question, is this fulfilling me? But it's scary, and they've never met anyone like you, Divine Feminine. They don't know what to do with you. Trust me. I've heard it from the horse's mouth. So they're asking you to be flexible at this time. So I'm going to actually get angel guidance here. We have some angel guidance for the masculines. Okay. So big happy changes are on the way, which goes hand in hand with planning and action. Now, a lot of readers, myself included, are feeling the summer is going to be really significant. Springtime, I'm hearing, may be significant for some of you as well, for some changes to happen. But we have to get through this we have to get through this eclipse season, and then we also have to move into this Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which I'm going to be talking about on Friday in my video. or sorry, maybe Saturday, because Friday I'm going to do the lunar eclipse and full moon in Cancer video. So make sure that you tune into all notifications so you receive that video, because there's a lot of important things I want to talk about astrologically. But big happy changes are on the way. They're asking for your forgiveness, and they're asking you to be flexible. They're asking for mental flexibility and physical flexibility right now as they work through what they need to work through. Guys, send them your love. Do not do this from a place of anger, because they will feel that. I've had confirmation of that as well. Your masculine will feel when you're angry. They feel when you're frustrated. They feel when you're, like you're not doing enough and I need you to do this and this. Take the pressure off of both yourself, him, and the connection, or if your masculine's a female, of her and the connection, and send them love, but only connect with them on the 5D when you feel like you can send them this unconditional love and forgiveness, because they really need this right now. Guys, they don't do anything to hurt you intentionally. So the pain that you're moving through, the triggers that you feel are all for your highest good. Listen to your intuition. So the masculines are really, they're sitting at the seat of the soul, and they're really being asked right now to listen to their own guided intuition. As they listen to their own intuition, their crown chakra is activated. I don't know if you can see the butterflies in the crown on this woman, but they have access. They can change their entire life, and the whole world opens up to them when they listen to their own intuition. The masculines are learning. They are not behind us. They are not less than. They don't need our help. What they need is our love and forgiveness at this time. They're going through some really challenging times. So I want to step over to the feminine and see what's going on with the feminine. What's really interesting was the first card that I pulled out for the feminine was letting go. So again, this is energy. So the energy of the masculine is planning and action, but the masculine, I just got a download. Okay, so these two cards, masculine energy, feminine energy. Okay, feminine energy, letting go, masculine, planning and action. The masculine's asking the feminine, please let go. Please let go of timelines, let go of expectations. Please let go of me in the 3D temporarily. You're not letting your counterpart go forever. This is not a normal 3D relationship. You're not breaking up. It's not like you're never going to talk to them again. You will see them again. You will speak to them again. You will come back into reunion and eventually physical union if that's what you so desire. But rather they're saying, let go of expectations. This is like what I'm seeing here is let go or be dragged. I just heard let go or be dragged for the feminine. So this card is saying you can either push or pull, right? Wouldn't you rather push than pull? Wouldn't you rather just push that door open effortlessly? There's a door that wants to be opened here for you. There's a magical door that's going to help you ascend into the 5D, that's going to take you to the next level of your career, of your life, of self-love and self-worth. But as long as you're holding on for dear life, you're not going to be able to, you're going to start, you're going to be knocking at these closed doors, but there's a door here that's open and it wants you to walk through it. And your masculine wants you to do this. Your masculine's asking you to let go so that he can plan and take action in the physical. Let go, feminines, let go. If you need guidance, I offer Reiki energy healing. So that's one way that you can clear your chakras, balance your chakras, get back into alignment with yourself, and balance out your feminine and masculine energies. Because if you're in the masculine energy, you're wanting to reach out, you're pushing, you're expecting, a response, you're not coming from a place of unconditional love, it's going to cause a delay and a pause in the action and planning space of the masculine. Let them plan, let them decide what needs to be done. What I also have for the feminine is commitment. And then I got in the heart space for the feminine, the loving man. So your masculine is heavy on your mind right now. You want this commitment from him, feminines. You desire this commitment from him. And currently, many of us are not seeing this commitment in the form that we feel like we deserve or expect. So one thing I want to say is, do not be forlorn about putting up boundaries. Do not feel like if I put up this boundary, I'm going to lose my masculine forever. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you exhibit self-respect and you put up healthy boundaries that say, this is what I deserve and I need commitment, I need loyalty, I need fidelity. And if they're with a karmic partner and you are getting, you're getting what you observe or feel to be crumbs, or you're not getting the time and energy or the love that you desire, do not be afraid to put up those healthy boundaries. That's going to push the masculine into a place where they know where they are going to need to make a decision at some point if they want to be with you. And you know, your masculine is it's deep in your heart space. So those of you like myself that are feeling the heart chakra activations today, feels like an explosion of energies, like a warmth and just an expansion in the heart chakra. Perhaps your heart chakra was closed off for a long time. Your masculine, this is the embodiment of the beloved. This is what you desire. You desire him. You see those pathways? You know, look at all the pathways he had to take to get to you. Look at the hills he had to climb, but he's arriving at your doorstep with flowers. He's arriving with love. He's arriving with loyalty and that commitment that you so desire. But first you have to let go. This is not a 3D relationship. This is a different relationship altogether. So first we need to let go. And I'm going to pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So what's going on? What else is going on in the heart space of the feminines, please? Yeah, it's time to let go. So it's time to let go of the masculine for the time being. It's time to release him. That does not mean you're releasing him and you're never going to, again, like I said, it doesn't mean you're never going to see him again. It doesn't mean any of those things. What it means is that you're allowing both him and yourself room to breathe, and you're trusting in the divine timing and divine intervention. You're trusting that things will happen when it's right for both of you. Just because you want something to happen now doesn't mean it's the right time for that person. You know, they had a life before they met you. So I'm asking for help and guidance and signs from the angels. So they're saying, look for a sign. Guys, ask your angels, ask the ascended masters, ask your higher self, God, creator of the universe, whatever it may be, for a sign and you shall receive it. Look out for those signs. Ask for specific signs. You know, repetitive numbers, certain numbers. Ask for to see your counterpart's name. Ask for, you know, delivery in the form of a song. Ask for dreams. Ask for whatever it might be. So I'm also hearing no need to worry. No need to worry, feminines. It's okay to let go. I know it's scary because we are healing codependency and abandonment issues that were birthed in our childhood and also are active in our DNA from our genetic lineage. But the angels are letting you know that there's no need to worry. Heaven's got it. You're protected. You're divinely protected and divinely guided. And I'm also hearing union is yours. It's your birthright. So no need to fret, no need to worry. And then I want to pull... Okay, I was called to pull the timing card, but I know a lot of us are worried about timing on the 3D, and that's something that's been challenging for me to detach from, and something that I'm really working on doing at this current time. So in the near future, guys, everything will come together. That planning and action will take place. You will get a gift or a message of some sort from your counterpart. So fret not about this in-between time. We are definitely in this in-between time right now. The energies are a little interesting, and it's very easy to get caught up in what's not happening. It's very easy to put blame on your counterpart. And I actually think the masculines are blaming the feminines right now because their life has been turned upside down. But what the masculines don't realize, so masculines, if you're watching this, understand that my life has been turned upside down since I met my masculine. I've lost clients. I mean, and it wasn't, you know, through nobody's fault. It was just changes in the corporation's infrastructure and moves, you know, movement to different states and things like that. But things have really, you know, changed in my personal life. There's been a lot of triggers, a lot of massive triggers of healing childhood wounds. This is not a journey that's designed to be fast, quick, and easy. If you want that, go for a 3D relationship. But, you know, your counterpart will always be deeply embedded in your heart because they are you. All right, so what's going on with the masculines, please? What ancient Native American wisdom is currently with the masculines? What are they embodying at this time? These cards kind of stick together. So the masculines are... got the gathering, your tribe card. The masculines are starting to come together. And as you see, men's groups are on the rise. Men's group retreats, they're on the rise more and more, and they will be as we heal the masculine power and energy in 2020, both within, you know, internally and then externally in the masculines who our masculines who are embodying this energy. They're currently turning to friends, and they're learning that there are other awakened men out there. So as they go through this awakening process, right, as they sit at the seat of their soul in the sacred temple of their soul, and they're being led by ascended masters and their guides and ancestors. And I'm also hearing loved ones who have passed over are guiding the masculine. So if they have a parent or grandparent that's passed over, that individual is guiding the masculine towards their counterpart, and they're helping them make the proper choices at the proper time. So they're receiving signs, signals, synchronicities. They're seeing your name. They're seeing numbers. This is all starting to happen for the masculines, and it's freaking them out, but they're also really intrigued. They're also turning to other masculines. They're realizing that they don't have to do this alone. So they're not necessarily talking to friends that they might have talked to in the past about this, because they know there's going to be judgment imposed upon them. But they're starting to seek out like-minded people who are going through the same sort of awakening, who have met their counterpart, and those who are in karmic situations, who are actually, you know, good amount of the masculines are, they are turning to other masculines who also have karmic partners but have met their counterpart, you know, and had their life turned upside down. So I'm really hearing that brotherhood groups are going to be on the rise in 2020 and beyond, especially 2020 to 2022 is what I'm hearing. So can you tell me about the energy of the feminines? Feminines, you have ancestors. Your ancestors are currently guiding you. They're with you every step of the way. So all you need to do is look up at the stars at night, look up at the sun, know that your ancestors are with you. When you feel the breeze of the wind on your skin, when you feel a rain droplet falling down from heaven, know that the ancestors are with you and they're guiding you. They're guiding this connection. And they're really asking you to trust in the guidance that they're giving them. So if you're seeing signs and you're like, no, you're shrugging off, like, no, I'm crazy. That's just, you know, yeah, that's not really happening. They're asking that you open your eyes and really trust that what you're seeing is real. No more doubting feminines, no more doubting masculines. It's time to really embrace who you are. We came here to change the world. You know, we came here, this is a deep sacred love and bond and connection. And we also came here to change the way that people view relationships, to change the way that people view love, to change the way that people live and people respond to life. Can I have a card, please, for the connection? Can I have a card for the connection? You know what, I'm going to do this. So grounding is being asked for right now. So the connection, for the connection, I've got Spirit of Earth. So the divine is asking you to really ground. So both counterparts need grounding at this time. This card also talks about prosperity blossoming in all areas of your life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough just as you are. The Spirit of Earth asks that you tend to your health, detoxify your body, understand how to use your body's physiology, pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. So this is all about both counterparts grounding into the physical, into the 3D, and knowing that you're deeply and profoundly loved and supported at all times, no matter what's occurring in your life. Trust that all your needs are being met. Take time to create space in your home where you feel absolutely at peace. And in doing so, you create a template for peace in all areas of your life. So this is really beautiful. So ground feminines, ground masculines, know that all is well. Trust in the process, trust in the journey, trust in divine timing, and trust in each other, more importantly. Know that you are enough. Know that you are enough, and treat yourself as someone who is deeply loved, regarded, respected, and admired, and adored. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take good care.